Hey YouTube family, what's going on? My name is Mila. Welcome back to another video on my channel. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you are returning, welcome back. I've loved you, I've missed you, and as always, thank you so much for being here. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I cannot believe that we are literally weeks away from the end of 2024. I feel like I was just at the desk filming my game plan for 2024 video, filming my vision board, and sharing my tips and tricks on how we were going to make 2024 our best year yet. And here we are basically putting a big red bow on 2024 and getting ready for 2025. It is insane, you guys. I can't even wrap my head around it, seriously. But I really wanted to make this video. It's a special one to me because I felt like 2024 was a year of a lot of growth, of some growing pains, of course, and of just the unexpected happening. I guess if I could sum it up in a certain way. I don't know what type of year you've had, or if this has been one of your best years, if it's been a year that you just want to forget about. Nonetheless, I thought we could take this time before 2025 starts to prepare, reflect, and check in with each other. So let's jump into it. Per usual, you know, your girl set out with some big plans for 2024, and I've been reflecting on my vision board and different goals that I had set for myself. If you watched my beginning of the year video, you know that I like to divide up my goals into physical, financial, spiritual, relationship, work, content, a couple of different areas. I feel better organized when I divide them up in that way. So I've been really reflecting on goals that I hit this year, things that weren't even on my vision board but happened and have been so good for me, so good for my husband and I and for our family, and just basically how 2024 brought us so many unexpected joys and just surprises and turns and things that were not a part of the plan. But at the end of the day, I feel like it has gotten us a step closer to where we truly want to be and has really aligned with us. I've also taken this time to reflect on the things that I didn't hit, the things that I wrote down that, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I didn't even do probably more than twice this year. And it's honestly not something for you to knock yourself down about or to make yourself feel really bad about or guilty or shame yourself or anything like that. It's just a moment to say like, hey, okay, I obviously wrote this down because at the time that's how I felt. Why didn't I follow through? Those sort of questions. Before the year ends, it's also a great time to reflect and celebrate any wins that you might have not had a chance to celebrate or that you didn't even realize were wins. Honestly, sometimes something as simple as saying, I'm going to become a morning person, and you actually became a morning person, that's a win. That's something to celebrate. It doesn't have to be this huge milestone achievement for you to feel proud of yourself. So don't forget to stop and celebrate those wins as well before we wrap it up this year. You know, in the past, I've been the type of girl that once I see a new year on the horizon, in this case, 2025, I kind of forget that I still have a couple of weeks left of this year, and I kind of used to laser focus in on what I wanted to do in 2025. I would make my vision board super early. I would basically just kind of like throw this year away. I'm like, all right, this year's done. You know, whatever was, it is what it is. Like, let's just move on, right? Throughout the years, as I've kind of grown older and I want to say matured, I've realized that these last weeks of the year, in this case 2024, are crucial, detrimental to setting yourself up for success for the next year. And without overwhelming ourselves, without putting too much pressure on ourselves, I want to go into a few things that I'm going to be doing in these next weeks to really end 2024 on a high note, to really prepare myself and make the best of it. Because honestly, we still have time. You still have time. It's not over yet. Remember what I said in my beginning of the year video. If you didn't watch it, I'll make sure and link it down below because the information is still valid now. But small steps, they end up adding up at the end of the day, okay? The first thing that I want to share with you that I'm going to be doing before this year ends is going to be to let go. And letting go can come in all different forms, shapes, sizes, colors, everything. But when I mean letting go, I am going to make a list because I have not yet, but by the time this video is up, I will have my list. I'm going to make a list of all of the things that didn't serve me this year. And it might have been things that I, was guilty of doing, like certain habits that are truly not healthy. They're not productive. They're counterproductive. Perhaps it was attitudes, beliefs, right? Relationships, mindsets. There's a lot of different things that we can let go of. It's not just specifically relationships. It can be a part of ourselves that we've been really trying to hold on to for whatever reason, and it's just not serving us anymore. It's not going to serve us, more importantly, in 2025. And future us is going to thank us for leaving that part of us or those habits here in 2024. So that's the first thing that I'm going to be doing. The next thing that I'm going to be doing before 2024 is going to be to open myself up. And it's easier said than done, but it's something that 2024 has taught me and that I want to continue to take with me into 2025 is to be so open to receiving, open mindset, open to good energy and to all of the great possibilities that are out there for us, and overall just open to new opportunities. I feel that I used to be a very rigid person, and I used to say, well, it has to be A, B, C, D, and E, and D can't come before B because that's not the order. And I used to just kind of be just a little bit more everything has to be by the book sort of person. And again, as I'm growing older and just learning, I realize that there's so much good that can come from not doing things in the order that you think they should be in. So that's something that I definitely recommend that you guys kind of think about, is to be open, and in what ways you can be more open to life and experiences and relationships and people, opportunities. That is truly where I feel we find those little hidden gem moments that make all the difference at the end of the day. Next thing that I am going to be doing in these last weeks of 2024 is going to be to pick 1 to 2. I have 2 written down that I'm going to share with you, but I challenge you to pick at least one thing that was on your to-do list, that was on your resolution list, on your vision board, that you can realistically start and or accomplish before 2025. And this is really, really big. It's a big challenge, honestly. And I applaud you if you share in the comments what that thing is going to be. We're all here to support you and to cheer you on. We're a big community here. But again, it's breaking that mindset of, I'll wait until January 1st, a blank page. Like, I know how much a lot of us love that feeling, but starting something before is going to do wonders for your mind. It's going to do wonders for your discipline. I promise you it will. So it doesn't have to be something big, like I said. It has to be realistic, that you're actually going to start to do, and that you have the tools and resources right now to start to do it, Don't pick something that is kind of out of your reach. You're going to make yourself feel bad, or you're going to fall short. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to finish the year strong in the gym. I shared with the channel a couple of videos back that I was back in college and I was juggling full-time college and work and content creating and just being a wife and just all the things in life. And let me tell you, I will talk about it a little bit later in the video if you stick around, but it kicked my butt, and trying to find and stay in my routine has definitely been a lot harder this year. So as I am taking finals this week, by the time this video is up, I will be completely done with this semester at school. Thank God. It's been great, but nonetheless, I'm excited to get back into my routine and to find a better way that I can balance my physical health with everything else going on in life. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And the second thing, wait, I have to check my little cheat sheet. Oh yeah. So on my vision board, and one of my goals for this year was that I was going to bake more and just start baking in general, because it's something that I would love to watch and it's something that I really want to learn more how to do. And I suck at it currently really, really bad. So that's something that I said I'm going to do, and it's within my means. I know I can do it. I'm just still a bit of a perfectionist, but I really want to learn how to bake, even like brownies, cookies from scratch. I want to start small, okay, and work my way up. But that's my two things that I'm going to be working on before this year ends. Okay, if you're still with me, we have 2 more points to go over. So the first is, I want you to pause really quick. Pause with me. Take a deep breath, and I want us to think about 3 things that we are grateful for that happened, or that we achieved, that we accomplished in 2024. I'm waiting. I know you can come up with 3 things. I can think of 3 things super quick off the top of my head. And the reason that I'm saying that is because I don't know what type of year you've had. I only know what type of year I experienced. But if it wasn't the best year, or if it was a really hard year, a year that tested you and your family, or just maybe it was the best year and you have a long list of things to be grateful for, I think that we should always, always pause and always keep with us this attitude of gratitude, in other words, and be grateful for the things that did happen, and maybe sometimes learn to appreciate even the things that didn't happen, because it leaves us so much room for growth. It leaves us the room for opportunity and for surprises along the way. So think of 3 things that you're grateful for that happened this year, or that didn't happen this year. And lastly, my beautiful people, don't forget to start thinking about 2025 vision and 2025 goals. Like I said, we have a lot on our plate still before we kind of take that next step and we make our vision board. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do a video about how I'm putting together my vision board to kind of give you some guidance for this year. I would love to share that with you guys. But it's good to kind of start thinking about that. You don't have to have everything complete. Sometimes I've started the year and I'm kind of still working through it in January. However, it is important to start thinking about that, to start kind of getting our mind and our spirit and our energy towards that direction that we're wanting to go to in this next year. Overall, before 2024 ends, I am just really, really thankful for the 2024 that I have had thus far. I have accomplished a lot of big things that I've been wanting for years, things that were on my vision board probably back in 2020 and 2021 and 22 and 23, and that weren't even maybe anymore on the 24 vision board. I had kind of just put them to the side, and here we are, lo and behold. I think one of my biggest accomplishments this year that I want to share with you all is that I went back to college. I am a full-time college student right now, finishing my bachelor's degree in marketing. And honestly, while it might not be a big deal to some people, to me, it is a big deal, and I'm very proud of myself. And it's not something that is easy for me to say, but I have literally been busting my butt in classes and work and just trying to stay on top of life. So I'm sorry I haven't been here as much as I have wanted to be, but don't forget that we still have time in 2024. You can still make magic happen. And above all, don't forget to believe in yourself. You believe in yourself, you're already halfway there. Glass half full all the time. Okay, that is our mantra here. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. And I might see you in the new year. I don't know, we might squeeze in one more video before the year ends. But if I don't see you, thank you for being a part of this journey with me. I hope that you have wonderful holidays. Stay safe. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.